Hi resellers, YouTubers, and thrifters. My name is Carrie. My channel here on YouTube is Be Carried Away. If it's your first time here, thank you so much for finding me. I do reselling content. I'm a sometimes part-time, sometimes full-time reseller, meaning that I go to thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and the like, looking for undervalued items to resell online for a profit. So it's summer and I'm in my kind of personal summer slowdown, and this is part of the reason I say that I'm a sometimes part-time reseller. We do a lot of boating and camping, and I definitely kind of ratchet down the amount of items that I'm selling, the amount that I'm sourcing, and all of that. So in the summer vein, I have a really fun video here today on items that you can be looking for, whether you like hard goods or whether you do specialize in clothing, or whether you do a little bit of both like me. These are items that are not necessarily always on the radar, kind of well-selling brands, not just brands, but also styles, fabrics, things like that to look for that you just might come across, whether you're out there, actively, going through the racks looking for clothes, or whether you just kind of casually look through some of the clothing. So I'm hoping that these are all somewhat new brands to you, and or new takes on old items that might make you rethink about picking items up and what kind of profit you can make from these items. Okay, this first item I'm going to put up here, and this is a tunic style cotton white and beautiful blue embroidered blouse. I initially thought I would pick this up for myself, and when I felt the quality of the cotton, I knew that this was something special, and I comped it. The brand is Roberta Roller Rabbit. So I have talked about this in my haul video. Previously, you saw me pick this item up. It sold within a week for $50. So definitely put this brand, Roberta Roller Rabbit, on your radar. Here's a picture of the tag. If you come across it and it's in good condition for a great price, I would definitely say pick up Roberta Roller Rabbit. It's a great, they have a lot of good summery, flowy kind of peasant blouses, tunics, and that sort of. Okay, the second item to keep your eye out for are boho pieces. So here is a beautiful dark purple monochromatic embroidered, it's kind of a cap sleeve. It's hard to see, I know, but I'll put a photo up. A cap sleeve blouse. This is by the brand Braja. Let's get you the tag there. B-R-A-J-A. So Braja is a brand that sells well. I have 3 pieces that I just picked up, so I was very happy to pick these up. This is the back, there's the front. So you can see it's this flowy cotton or rayon cotton embroidered monochromatic embroidery boho look. So I have 2 pieces in purple, and I have one identical to the purple one that I just showed you, sleeveless flowy in this really pretty dark green. So B-R-A-J-A is a brand to look for. You can also look for other boho pieces, but remember that boho pieces can be very inexpensively purchased at festivals and things like that. So don't pick it up unless it's a well-known brand and you've been able to comp it, because otherwise it's not necessarily something that's going to go for much money online, because these pieces can be made inexpensively and are often sold inexpensively at outdoor festivals and concerts and places like that. But Braja is a brand to be on the lookout for. Okay, number 3, this looks like pretty much of a basic t-shirt here. There are some great things about it. It's new with tags, but it's also a really good brand to be on the lookout for, and that is Rip Curl. So Rip Curl, meaning the Rip Curl that you'd see in surfing, and so these kind of outdoor surfing brands are really popular pretty much all year round in certain climates and places, but especially in the summer. So I would not pick up all Rip Curl items, but in this case, even a simple t-shirt like this, because it's brand new with tags, is definitely a pickup for me. I paid $2 for this. I might get somewhere in the neighborhood of $20, low 20s, maybe $18, $19, but definitely a profit. And Rip Curl is something, if you see it, it's worth picking up, especially some of the larger pieces that are branded with the logo, especially, a nice summer brand to keep your eye out for. Okay, suggestion number 4 is not a brand nor a fabric, but a category, and that is plus size items. So plus size summery items. Here's an example of just a basic denim skirt with very good condition with this really cool painted on floral tropical pattern that gives it a real summery look. And the brand is Venezia. which is the tag right here. The brand isn't anything particularly special. I wouldn't pick up a lot of Venezia. I think Venezia is either from, it's Lane Bryant, right? But this is a size 20, and summery plus size items are definitely something to be on the lookout for. And you can be a lot less picky with branding because women who are looking for plus size and men for larger sizes, big and tall sizes, for example, are going to be more concerned with fit, style, color, and those kinds of things, and a little bit less with brand names. So while I wouldn't pick up a Venezia sweater necessarily, this really cool summery tropical skirt was a pickup for me. So keep in mind plus size items when you are sourcing for summer clothing pieces. Okay, next is a fabric, or a type of fabric, and that is eyelet lace. So eyelet lace is, probably have all seen it, it's this cotton sort of fabric with the little teeny tiny holes. So it's somewhat of a lace, but there are these little eyelets. See the rings around them? They've been sewn around like that. So eyelet lace is really popular right now. I recently went to a function where both my stepdaughter and Mike's mom were both wearing eyelet lace. So we had a 17-year-old and a 75-year-old who both had chosen to wear eyelet lace. It's really comfortable in the summer. It's cool. It's a really cool fabric, and it's really feminine and pretty as well. So here's a great piece for pickup to show as an example, because this is LL Bean. So LL Bean is a pickup for me all the time. It's a really well-known and popular sought-after brand. So this has a lot going for it. It's an XL, and it's also this really pretty buttercream yellow eyelet lace. So keep an eye out for eyelet lace pieces by good brands. You don't want to pick up cheap eyelet lace stuff, but if you see that it has two things going for it, it's a good brand in good condition for a great price, and it's eyelet lace, that's probably going to be a pickup. One of the #1 brands on Poshmark is something I really don't pick up a lot. I don't necessarily do well with it, but people do. And I think that's because I go for a high average selling price, ASP, rather than volume. That's sort of my my model. So when I do see a piece like this, new with tags from American Eagle, which is that brand, one of the #1 selling brands on Poshmark is American Eagle. But this is a great summer piece. It has this boho look that everybody loves in the summer. It's can be worn up or completely off shoulder, like in the photo that I'll put up, and it's brand new with tags. So this is definitely a really cute summer pickup. So items with embroidery. So this peasant style blouse is something that's definitely a pickup. So in this case, I'm talking about the brand American Eagle with cute summer pieces that maybe have new with tags, and something in this really boho peasant style. So this isn't the same boho that I showed you with the Braja piece. This is more of a peasant style, and I would definitely put that in the title. This is that, you know, puffy sleeve peasant style blouse with really pretty embroidery. So that's definitely a pickup for me. Okay, the next is a high-end brand that I'm going to show you up here. I already have this listed. You saw me pick this up in my New York City thrift haul, and this is the brand Calypso St Bart. Calypso St Bart is a very, very high-end brand, and they have a lot of summery pieces. So this is just a bikini top that was retailing for $85. I have it listed in my eBay store, Poshmark Closet, etc. for in the high 30s. And if you see Calypso St Bart, absolutely all the time, comp that piece. I'm not going to say that every single piece is going to go for a lot of money, but if you come across it, you're very lucky, and I would definitely at least comp that piece, and most likely you'll probably pick it up. So Calypso St Bart is definitely a be on the lookout clothing brand. Okay, next, this is kind of a no-brainer in that you're going to be looking for swimwear in the summer to list. I don't do a lot of it, but sometimes you just find a piece that's absolutely gorgeous and you have to pick it up. So look at the pattern. Look at this beautiful floral pattern on this. This is a tankini, so it's two-piece, but it's not quite a bikini because the top is actually a tank top that comes down, and it has this really pretty bodice. I paid $5.99 for both pieces. Now, the thing with bikinis and tankinis these days is that a lot of people purchase separately the pieces. So I think that's something relatively newish over the past 10 years or so. People like to mix and match their tops and bottoms. So here I do have both pieces together, and I am going to list them both together, but it's certainly okay if you find a great brand and a really pretty piece to pick up, like with the Calypso St Bart piece that I just showed you, to just pick up one piece on its own. But if you find it both pieces, you can definitely command probably a higher price. Now, this brand isn't something that I always pick up, but because of the really pretty tankini pattern and the beautiful, beautiful condition, I did pick this up. And this is from Land's End. And I'll show you the tag here somewhere. So again, this was really picked up by me more for style and category. The style, the beautiful tankini, and the beautiful pattern, and the time of year, and that sort of thing. So I don't always pick up Land's End, but I thought this was for $6. This was a really nice pickup, and I'll probably list this in the high 30s. Okay, my next brand that you may or may not have heard of is called the Vermont Country Store. Vermont Country Store has a really great following, primarily for their sleepwear. So I pick up almost all Vermont Country Store items that I find in the winter. I find they have some really great flannel pieces, flannel nightgowns and things like that. They're very sought after and will sell for, you know, $40, $50 even. So their summer pieces don't go for quite as much money, just there's not as much fabric to them and all of that. But I did see this Vermont Country Store, really, really lightweight cotton, extra large. So it had lots of things going for it. The brand, the pretty color, the lightweight style, and the size XL. So this is a pickup for me, and Vermont Country Store is a brand that you will definitely want to comp when and if you do find it. Okay, next is a category and also a couple brands within that category, and that is the fabric linen. Linen is almost always a pickup for me. It's great in the summer, of course. It's a very light, cool fabric. And the brands that focus on linen are very highly sought after, particularly if they specialize in linen, like the brand Flax, F-L-A-X. And Flax has a really, really loyal following. Flax generally has the login look, kind of flowy and open jackets and that sort of thing, long tunics, flowy pants, and that kind of login look, layered look. So in the summer, keep an eye out for all linens, but particularly Flax. And another brand that you may or may not have heard of is Kavu, K-A-V-U. And I have two pairs of Kavu shorts here with me that I just picked up. And, you know, I was going through the racks. They didn't look like anything special, but they felt great. You know, you can feel the linen in them. So these are a linen blend, but here is the brand logo. Keep an eye out for Kavu. It does sell very well. Kavu, I learned, stands for Clear Aviation Visibility Unlimited, something like that. So basically sunny skies, clear skies. It's an aviation term. It might not be clear ahead, visibility unlimited, something like that. If you're a pilot, you'll probably know what that means. But that's where they got the name from, and that's kind of what they specialize in. Sunny, kind of outdoor. It's an outdoor brand. We all know about brands like Patagonia and the North Face and Columbia and things like that. And Kavu is a Seattle Pacific Northwest brand that kind of specializes in those same sorts of things. So here I have this really cool pair of women's striped linen blend pants with a button tab, so you can kind of roll them up, make them longer or shorter on the sides. I have two pairs that I found together. I paid $2.99 each for these. There's that logo again. And I am going to lot these together. So I probably will ask around, these can go for about $24, $25 a piece online, so I'm probably going to ask in the high 40s, lot them together. Probably won't get as much if I lot them together, but they'll sell quicker because they're two pairs, and they're the same exact design and kind of similar muted, neutral-ish colors, and so that's why I think they'll be good lotted together. So keep your eye out for this brand, Kavu, and if you find a piece, definitely something to take a look at and comp. Okay, next is a shoe, a style of shoe. This is by Cole Haan. I really like to sell Cole Haan. Cole Haan is an upscale luxury brand. I've sold boots and other kinds of shoes by them. Some people don't do as well with Cole Haan. It all depends on their buy-in price, I suppose, and also the condition. But this is a particular brand by Cole Haan that I'm including in a, it's kind of a spring, summer look. But these shoes, this particular brand, both for men and women, sells really well and has a great sell-through rate. I've even seen, Rally Roots picking these up. So they talk about this brand, and it's called the Zero Grande. So if you can see here, by Cole Haan, let me see if I can get it in there. Zero Grande. There you go. So it has this mesh fabric. These are gray with a pink sole, and they're in great condition. I paid $4.99 for these, and so I'll probably sell these in the $40 to $50 range. I've sold men's pairs in the $50 to $60 range, depending on condition and things like that. So keep your eye out for this particular style, this Cole Haan Zero Grande shoe. Spring, summer pickup. Okay, next, another style and fabric. This is a Muumuu dress up here, and it's in a cotton with this really cool fish pattern. So things Hawaiiana, things from Hawaii, especially made in Hawaii, are always pickups for me. This is this really cute, people love these kind of beach, summery house dress, and the real kitsch look of this fish made this definitely a pickup for me. Now, in the same vein, but a little bit different, is this fabric piece, this floral piece. This is called a Muumuu. So this style of dress, this kind of open, flowy, usually they're mid-length Muumuu. This one has a square neck, and I'll put a picture of it up there, but you can see that I still have it with me, and I haven't quite listed it yet. Look at this gorgeous flowery pattern, and that's because this is by Sarah Morgan. So Sarah Morgan does fabrics. So if you Google or eBay search Sarah Morgan, you'll see a lot of people buying her fabrics, her beautiful patterns and fabrics. But she also has her label on a lot of these Muumuu beautiful fabric dresses. So I purchased this for $3.99, and I expect I'm going to go pretty high with this. The comps show that there are some in the like high 30s to 40s. I'm going to go over 50 with this because of the beautiful pink pattern. I didn't see any in this particular floral pattern. I think it's exceptionally beautiful, both in the color and in the kind of flowy design of it. I don't know if I have a size on it yet. I think I have to measure this for size, but definitely look at Sarah Morgan and look at all Muumuu style dresses. If they're made in Hawaii, if they're a beautiful pattern, definitely something that you might want to pick up. Okay, the next great summer brand that you may or may not have heard of is Cooley Bar, Coolibar. I sold these SPF 50 plus spandex swim type shorts by Cooley Bar for $52.99 recently, and I picked those up for $3.99. Cooley Bar has a line of swim clothing, swim shirts and shorts that are all SPF 50 plus, and that line is particularly popular for outdoors, and that sort of stuff in the summer. So Cooley Bar sells really well and does keep its value, a brand to comp and to pick up. Cooley Bar. Okay, next is a love 'em or hate 'em brand. These are, of course, Crocs, and I'm including Crocs here because a lot of people don't necessarily pick them up if they personally don't like the style. It's all about what you buy them in at, though. I got these for $4 each. There are two pairs here. I got, these are men's in a dark evergreen. There they are with the heel strap back. And I got these, same price, and it shows it with the heel strap forward. I have the flowery ones here that I sold for $48.99. This tropical pattern. Any of these kind of more unusual patterns sell well, but all of these, if you get them, at a $4 buy-in price, I'm looking at probably upwards of $30 each for these pairs. So don't just, bypass Crocs. If you happen to see them, I would comp them. I would make sure you're getting them at a good buy-in price and that they're in very, very good condition. So don't overlook Crocs, even if you hate them. Okay, another brand that maybe isn't particularly well known, but does have a good Resale value is the brand MAC. So I'm going to show you this dress here that sold for $35. I bought this for $3.99. And, you know, the person who bought it did tell me, you know, I always look for MAC. So it's one of those brands that people know it and they do seek it out. So this one is particularly interesting for summer because it's this fish pattern. So this fish pattern can be popular, but you can find it on well-known brands as well as, you know, kind of cheap knockoffs. So be careful with the fish pattern. It's very popular, but a brand like MAC is going to sell. So keep your eye out for MAC if you find interesting patterns and this kind of shift dress. So a shift dress is one that just sort of hangs. It's very comfy and people love to wear them in the summer. Okay, and my final summer pickup that you may have not heard of is a brand called Tail, T-A-I-L. This is an athletic wear brand and they specialize in golf and tennis wear. So I've sold 2 pieces by them recently. Both were new with tags. I just found another new with tags piece that's up in my closet and Poshmark closet and eBay store. Don't know why I'm finding so much of this Tail at my thrift store, but it is a brand to be on the lookout for. If you find Tail, it's a higher end tennis and golf clothing brand. So that's a category as well. I recently sold a great pair of Nike women's golf shorts, and I found a great women's Wimbledon Championships athletic wear tennis shirt that I have listed for a good price as well in the high 20s, low 30s. So golf and tennis wear obviously are something that you want to keep your eye out. Nike, Wimbledon are well-known names. Tail, maybe not so much, but something to keep your eye out for. So I hope you've enjoyed all of these brands and categories that you can keep your eye out for this summer. Take care, everybody, and happy thrifting.